Grace is not a path. Why being free isn't a license to sin? We are going to examine the legal loophole. We are not under the law, but under grace. Being under the law means the death penalty hangs over you. Grace is not a license to sin, but the payment for the penalty. Let me give an illustration. Imagine you are speeding down the highway. The officer pulls you over. You are under the law. So the officer has to hand you the ticket because you are guilty and you have to pay the fine. If you don't pay the fine, you go to jail. That's the law. For the law demands the payment. Under grace, in that situation, supposing the officer is writing a ticket and then a stranger pulls over and gets out, and then he says, I know this person is guilty, but I'm going to pay the entire fine for him. The speeding has already happened, implying sin is real. But you are not under the penalty of the ticket because the fine has been paid by someone else. Grace isn't a license to speed again. It's a gift that saves you from destruction of your first mistake. Let us read Romans 6, verse 14 and 15. For sin shall not have dominion over you, for you are not under law, but under grace. What then? Shall we sin because we are not under law, but under grace? So by no means. This explicitly states grace is not a license to sin. When Adam and Eve sinned, the law condemned them, and the penalty to pay was death. But Yahweh came down, so he introduced to them the sanctuary system that would clothe them with righteousness again. Through the sanctuary system, they were taught the divinely ordained system for worship. And this divinely ordained system of worship is the plan of salvation, which brought them under grace. And therefore, being under law is to break the law, and the penalty is death. And being under grace is to obey the law and stop to sin. Make sure you don't miss our next video, in which we are going to examine the law against us versus the grace. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching, as always.